Oh, it is Friday. TGIF. This is the Morning Momentum, and I am Richie.
Yes, you are.
What's up?
I am Ethan.
Ethan, what's up, man?
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
And it's exciting. I'm excited. Fridays are always so nice.
Oh, I don't care what it's like. If it's Friday, it's Friday. Like,
you know what? Friday is just a great word.
Is it because it's got the word fry in it?
I don't know. Maybe it's the connotation of it.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Friday is just nice.
What if you're one of those people that has to work Saturdays? Then Friday's like your
Friday's like your Thursday.
They're sitting here going, I don't know what's so good about Fridays.
Yeah, that's what that's what they sound like. What's so good about Friday?
All right, Karen, stop it. Don't ruin it for the rest of us.
Okay.
Yeah, I went there. Shut your mouth. Anyways, hey, dude, you're sporting the movement softball tee today.
Am I able to talk now? You told me to shut my mouth.
Shut your mouth.
I'll talk now. I am, because you know what else is Friday? Friday's game day.
Game day!
And we have, it's not a great team, but we have fun.
Hey, if you play softball and are interested in joining a softball team and you are an avid listener of the Morning Momentum, we would love for you to be a part of that team. Just go ahead and write us at P.O. Box 19. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have a P.O. Box.
We don't have a P.O. Box now.
They cost money. I'm cheap.
You could just mail it to us, though. If
you could mail it to us.
Not
What's
to
your
our
address,
P.O.
Ethan?
No. Last season was the phone number. This season is my address.
Yes!
Slowly releasing where I live.
Hey, can I want to bring something back real quick.
Go for it.
Before we find out what today's so special about, I want to bring this back with our listeners. Listen,
okay.
There's this game called Snaps. Have you ever heard of it?
Maybe.
Dude, we played this
have.
at an Embassy Suites. Have you ever been to an Embassy Suites?
Maybe.
Okay, Embassy Suite hotels are open in the middle, okay? So all the rooms, the hallways are in the center of this thing. They all circle, and so like you go and you stand, and you could be like 13 stories tall, and the whole center is wide open. You just go straight down.
Yes.
And so we were there for a soccer tournament this one time, and we started playing this game Snaps, and we were like on all different levels. And what Snaps is you snap your fingers, and you throw a snap to somebody. So I'm going to throw you a snap, then you catch it, and now you throw it back, and you catch it. Now you can get real creative with it. You know, I can do the hook shot.
You just break your hand?
I almost. Check this out. Watch this one. This one's a good one. You can go off the head. Oh, did you see that?
Oh, very
All right.
nice.
You can toss it in the air.
Mm-hmm. It's like
All
magic.
Right? So I want to challenge our listeners. Bring that back. Like if you're just listening, you're like, what are they doing? Look, you throw your snaps. Literally, throw your snap, catch your snap. Throw it to somebody, they catch it, they send it back to you.
Very
All
nice.
right, that's how this game works. Let's bring it back. Take a video, take a picture of you playing the snap game, send it to us,
We'll put it right here.
We're gonna put it right here. This is awesome stuff. All right, listen.
Very simple way to connect to people.
Softball game. All right,
Okay.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Middle of the game, I'm gonna throw you a snap. Okay. Sometime in the game.
All right.
You have to catch it and receive it, and then send it back.
Okay.
Challenge?
Accepted.
All right, perfect. Tell us what today is, buddy.
I will tell you what today is, and it is a great day. This is peak. My phone's not unlocking. Peak national day for a Friday. It's National Pizza Party Day.
What?
I mean,
how
did
we
Friday
miss this?
and National Pizza Party Day.
Man.
We don't have pizza.
We should go to Marion's after the softball game. You ever had Marion's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have had Marion's.
Go on.
I'm not a huge fan.
Blasphemy.
Two other good ones that are fun. They're bike to work day and bike to school day. All around biking day.
You know, Jim Halpert started a bike to work, and I think it only lasted a day.
You get pretty sweaty.
Yeah.
Can I make a note real quick?
Please.
It's very hot where we're recording this podcast right now, and I am sweating. I'm getting like all sticky and stuff. I'm sweaty.
It's a bit toasty.
But we do it for you guys.
We had to turn the air conditioner off so that we could have a clean podcast.
They were too
for you.
loud.
They were too loud. And so we didn't want you to be like, what's that in the background? So
Where are they? It was just the AC.
Just the air conditioner.
So it's a little toasty in here.
So we're suffering for you. But we do that for you because we love you.
We do.
Hey, today is really cool. So season 2, we were like, hey, we need to do something different with season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is going to be, it's summertime. Like, what can we do different? You want to tell them what we're doing?
We thought about it, and this is, I can be honest for you, it wasn't planned really. We were like, let's do this. We got to do this as a podcast. So we went on our first, I don't know what you call it, remote adventure, if you will, out into the community as the Morning Momentum.
Monday. This happened on Monday.
Yeah, we had to do this Monday.
After our show on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm. We went and did this.
It was crazy.
And I was surprised. I didn't know what was going to happen. I think you'll be surprised.
It was my first time ever seeing it.
Me too.
Yeah.
It was an honor. And there's a lot of good stuff that was mentioned.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Lots that you're going to learn.
So what we did was we took a phone and we recorded it, the process of us getting there and doing what we did. And so I think we'll play that. And if you're listening, go to YouTube to watch this.
You can hear it.
I mean, you can hear, yeah.
You're not going to miss a thing hearing it, but you're just going to miss the visual of what took place.
Of who, yeah.
This was awesome.
Very good stuff.
Yes.
So go to the Morning Momentum on YouTube if you want to see this. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless,
check it out right now.
Here it is. What's going on, everybody? We are interviewing someone very special today, and some of you might be surprised. We are interviewing Rosa Parks. That's
what?
Right?
This is crazy. I thought she died a couple years ago.
A couple of years ago? Well, you're in luck because we're going to interview her today and see what she has to say about, some stuff that she went through. And I think you guys will be very, very thoroughly surprised by what we'll see. We're on our way right now in a Jeep.
We're driving. Got the top off.
Yes, we do.
And took the doors off. No better way to drive than that.
If you can't hear us or see us, it's because we're driving with the doors and roof off, and I'm holding the camera, the phone the other way, so I have no idea what I'm showing on the screen.
And we might not even use this footage.
We might not, but if we do, you're watching it right now.
You're watching it.
I'm excited.
This is going to be kind of crazy.
This is our first...
Hey, look, we're getting ready to pass one of our kids from the church.
Is it? Can we show him? Probably now we show him.
This is Mason.
All right, we said his name.
Mason!
Yeah! That's how much we care about our people at the church.
It is. Just like that. If we ever see you out in public, we're going to do that.
This is exciting. So this is our first on-location venture of Season 2 of the Morning Momentum.
2!
And,
Dose.
If you're watching this right now, we're doing this the same day as Monday. So that's why we're wearing the same shirts.
100%, because we couldn't have met Rosa Parks today without... Well, we had to go on Monday.
Green light, let's go. Oh, we're turning. Okay.
Yeah, is that okay with you?
I don't know where we're going.
We're going... Rosa Parks is at the Tipp City schools right now. This is crazy.
This is exciting stuff.
This is unbelievable.
I'm excited.
I don't even know what to think right now. I don't know what questions I'm going to ask. I don't even know what to believe with this. It just blows my mind that our podcast is probably the only podcast where I would venture to guarantee we're the only podcast that is interviewing and seeing Rosa Parks today.
I would 100% agree with that.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut for a second, but we're going to come back to this.
Yes, we are.
And that way, when we come back, we get with Rosa, we're gonna cut back to her.
All right. See you then.
See you soon.
What's up, everybody? We're back.
It's the Morning Momentum here.
And we are here for our interview with
Rosa Parks.
Are we ready for this?
Let's do this.
All right, here we go.
You're not posting this, are you?
Oh, there she is.
Oh, dang it!
It's Rosa Parks.
Have you ever wanted to be a part of the civil rights movement? Well, I was. Hi, I'm Rosa Parks, and I was born in Tuskegee, Alabama on February 4th, 1913. I'm most famous for the bus boycott in 1955. Sadly, my mom got very ill while I was in high school, so I had to drop out in order to take care of her. I've always believed that everyone should be treated equally, no matter the color of their skin. In 1955, I was sitting in my seat on the bus when a white man got on. I was asked to stand, but I refused, so I ended up getting arrested. I started a boycott that lasted 381 days, where African Americans wouldn't ride the buses. I would get many death threats because of this, but because I stood up for what I believed in, every race can be friends. Sadly, I died in 2005 due to natural causes. I believe there's only one race, the human race. Thank you. Any questions? No.
Any questions?
Any questions? No. Well, this is an interview,
This
isn't it?
definitely
Yes,
an
it
interview.
is. Let's see if we have any.
Were you scared that day on the bus?
No.
That's so good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else that you would like to tell us?
Kind of annoying. Not gonna lie.
Can you look at the camera and do me one favor?
What?
And say, hey, this is the morning momentum.
This is the morning momentum.
That it is.
We're going to talk about it here in just a minute.
I swear,
See
if
you
that's
soon.
on your,
We'll be back.
I swear, if that's on your podcast, you're dead.
So we just met.
Rosa
Rosa
Parks.
Parks.
It was crazy.
Very insane.
We're here at LT Ball Schools in Tipp City School District in Ohio, and it was just insane. Like, I've never seen so many famous people in my life
There's a ton of people
in one place.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize all of them were so short.
It was pretty alarming, but maybe we've just like, I was taller than most of them.
Yeah, that's
So,
surprising.
I know. Did you see Michael Jordan over there?
No.
He was shorter than me. I even had
In the
no
NBA?
idea. Yeah, so
From the
anyways.
free throwing, that's crazy.
This is pretty awesome, though. This is
pretty
exciting
fun.
stuff.
Mhm.
But we need to talk about some of this, and that's what we're going to do today. Is we're going to talk a little bit about this, and this is some good stuff though, because Rosa really showed us some good insight into her
Yeah.
life. Now, it is sad 2005 passing away, but she was so iconic in the history of our country,
Yeah.
and so we're going to chat about that here in a little bit, but we just wanted to give a shout out to the schools. What a great event this is.
Yeah.
And we're so excited we got to play along with it.
Also, this is what the bottom of our bodies look like.
Absolutely.
That's
You
kinda
never see
weird.
that.
Yeah.
So we're going to go get back in the Jeep and take off. Shout out to my wife for letting us use the Jeep.
Very nice car.
And somebody's breaking the law right now as we're literally sitting
We're gonna
here.
go arrest them,
Citizens arrest.
and then we'll be back
See you soon.
with your podcast. See ya.
Well, there you have it.
Mind blowing.
It was crazy. Like, I did not know what to expect.
I did not know I'd be meeting Rosa Parks that
No.
day. It was phenomenal.
No, it was crazy. And we saw some other famous people. We didn't go interact with them because we went for Rosa.
Yeah.
And
Soul Surfer was there.
we saw Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan was there.
LeBron James. I saw LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
There was the person that created Braille.
Yes.
And there were some other people there. It was cool. It was neat. It was something else. It was something to be a part of.
Yeah.
And we learned a lot from Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the big thing Rosa Parks did, Ethan, was the day that she took a stand when she sat on that bus.
Mm-hmm.
And that's cool. She gets on the bus, she takes a stand, and she says, "No, I am not going to move to the back of the bus." And I loved what she said at the very end. Remember that?
Remind me.
Remind you
Yeah.
that she stood for one race,
Mm-hmm.
and that was
The human race.
the human race.
Yes.
I love that.
I think it's really cool, and it's such like a powerful, because you hear these things, right? And like when they happen in the past, they're just stories that you kind of learn. But when you think about it, it's so like insane and powerful that this was a real person that stood up for, or I mean, technically she didn't stand up because
Right.
for what she believed in, what is right and was right, and what happened because of it. But when you just think about it for a little bit, that this was a real person.
Oh my
that,
gosh, young.
Like, I mean, that's so scary. I mean, insane, but she did
Especially
it.
in the culture that was going on at that time, like and how things were happening at that time. That wasn't like I'm taking a stand and somebody's going to talk bad about me.
Right.
That was like, I'm taking a stand and I could be killed for this.
Mm-hmm.
I could be imprisoned for this. My life could be over for this. And I think that we take that for granted at times when we hear things. Like, we hear this story and we feel like, okay, yeah, I hear that happened, but we don't look at the gravity of the entire situation.
Yeah. There's so many other stories like that, but I just think it's so amazing because really we don't talk about it. And really what's kind of cool about this, I'll break the illusion that was there. That wasn't actually Rosa Parks, if you didn't know. But what's so cool is that how we can go from in schools where a lot of stuff probably isn't talked about because it just isn't about, different movements in history, to where she can give this presentation as Rosa Parks, and it might be kind of humorous for obvious reasons. But what she's saying is accurate and right, and that she has the knowledge to do that now, and the openness to do that, I think, is awesome that she did it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think there's a lot of things. Last week we talked about priorities. We talked about perspectives. We talked about some different things like that. And when you think about this and you put this into perspective, this is like doing something. This is stepping out of your comfort zone type thing. This is something that she knew needed to be done, but this wasn't done for her amusement. And I think a lot of times when we take a stand for something, it's because we're doing something for our own amusement. But for her, she was taking a stand for the future. She was taking a stand for her family, for her friends, for her race. She was taking a stand for the future of what was going to happen. Mm-hmm. And there's so much gravity behind what happened and what took place that day. And I'm just going to be real, man. I think that we are so, I don't even know what to say about it, sheltered in a way that we live in a place like Tipp City or Springfield, or we're in Ohio here, and it's like, oh, and it's 2022. But man, I'm telling you what, we see this exact thing still popping up today. Mm-hmm. And we say, hey, there's no race issue. It doesn't look like Remember the Titans. Oh, but it does.
Yeah.
But it does. And the reality of it is that if we are to be the church, listen, we've got to stop looking at people for the way that they look, the way they dress, the way they talk. This goes well beyond even race. We are so judgmental at times because they don't fit our stereotypical mold, or because they don't fit the way that you should look in a church directory, that we don't accept them and allow them to be a part of things. Mm-hmm. And all that we are doing, listen, we're supposed to be the church. We're supposed to be breaking these molds. And all we're doing is building these new barriers up that are destroying people and casting people aside because they don't fit the stereotypical mold. Mm-hmm. And that is wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you think that I'm wrong on this, but I'm going to tell you, I've seen it time and time again. I've watched as teen girls walked into a church with pajamas on. Listen to me. I'm just happy that teen girls are going to walk into a church. Mm-hmm. They had never been in a church before in their entire life, and they were asked to leave because they were not dressed appropriately. No skin showing. It wasn't like it was inappropriate outfits. It was because they wore pajamas and didn't fit the church, quote unquote, dress code. Mm-hmm. Come on now.
Yeah, that's not right.
Come on now.
There's just something so fascinating of sorts about how different, how people act in this setting of the church. And this, I guess, would probably be a controversial topic that we're talking about right now, but
I'm okay with that.
I think as Christ followers that we call ourselves, Christ did not put up walls because they were wearing pajama pants or they were dressed differently. I mean,
Oh.
time and time again, we see stories of everything where he's accepting of everybody. So if we're being Christ-like, why would we ever do something like that?
No, and that's what hurts, man. That is what drives me nuts. Listen, when I was in college, I had to do different assignments. And I'm sitting here, listen to me. Put this into perspective. I was in Bible college. I'm not just like public college or anything. I was in Bible college, and my assignment was to go into a church of a different denomination than what I was in. Something different. Listen to me. I'm a pastor in a church, and I was looked as an outcast because I decided that I was going to go to this church and wear my jeans that I wear every single Sunday, and I was going to wear a black T-shirt. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make a I don't know, a meme or something of me, you're probably gonna put jeans on me with holes in it and a black T-shirt or something like that, right? Like that's what you're gonna see me in. And so I go to the church. I'm thinking I'm fine with what I'm wearing. I'm good with what's going on, and then all of a sudden, I'm being judged. People aren't going to talk to me. People are asking me if I'm lost. Am I lost? I must be. Because I'm thinking I'm here in the house of the Lord, and here I am being judged because I didn't wear a suit to church. Listen, I get it. We have these arguments. Dress your best for the Lord. Dress your best for the Lord. I don't think the Lord's going to have a suit line and a holy jean line. I think we're all going to be standing in line together, and we're going to be really shocked at some point. But you want to talk about separation. We as Christians are the worst at it. We don't fit our groups. We don't fit our molds. I'm sorry, you've been through a divorce, so you don't fit here. You don't belong here. You're sinning right now actively in your life. I'm sorry, this isn't a place for you. Really? I'm sorry. I didn't realize that these were country clubs.
Yeah. It's honestly crazy to me when I think about that weekend. It's so, I don't know. It's odd that we can have a faith that we took and separated into different denominations, and there's a whole, that's a whole nother thing to talk about.
That's a completely different series.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's not even one podcast. That can be series talking through that.
But I mean, what that is taking people and separating them for what,
100%.
very usually minor things sometimes. But I mean, there's the core belief that we should all, I don't know, I don't even know. There's just something there, and it definitely needs fixed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Don't get me wrong. Listen to me. I'm not bashing churches here. I'm not bashing everybody. But what I'm saying is that we are very guilty of doing this as Christians. And I don't care what church you go to. There's no church that's perfect. Christ is perfect. Mm-hmm. We're not perfect because his church is people, right? And so don't look at it and say, yeah, our church is perfect. No, you're not. Like, everybody's got their flaws. Everybody's got these things that they go through, they deal with, whether it's the gossipers or whatever it might be, okay? You've got issues. But here's what I'm saying, is that when we talk about Rosa Parks, now I'm not comparing her to what's going on in the church, but what I'm saying is that she took a stand because she had a perspective as to how we were really supposed to live our life in unity, not in separation, not in judgment. And Christ didn't die so that we could do that to his people. Mm-hmm. And the sad part is that doesn't just happen on a public bus. That happens in the Lord's house.
Yeah.
So my question is, point blank, listen to me. Where is it that you stand? Are you willing to stand up and say, look, no, I'm not moving. I know that this is the Lord's house, and I know that everybody belongs here, regardless of how you look, regardless of how you talk, regardless of where you're from. And this is where you belong. Because I'm telling you this right now, if you're listening to this and you've been told that you don't belong, I know that hurts. I've been there. I understand it. Don't ever let somebody tell you that you don't belong with the Lord. He died for every single person, for everyone. And he died with your name on his mind. He knows what it is that you're going through. He knows the hurt. He knows the pain that you experienced. And I want you to know that you can be set freed with a relationship with him.
Powerful stuff.
I'm telling you, man, it's just some of this stuff gets me going.
Yeah. This whole subject matter is very. I think it's probably our most controversial topic.
It probably is.
It's so important. I think it shouldn't be something that's overlooked. I think it's that important that we should talk about it like this.
There's a lot of hurt, and the unfortunate part is it's not all worldly hurt, and you know what? I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this: if you want to see a change in the world, I think the change needs to start within his church first. You know, you want to say, hey, the world needs to see a difference. The world needs Jesus. I think the church needs Jesus first. When the church can be united, when the churches no longer fight because of demographics and where they stand in an area, or churches no longer push people out because of the things that they're doing, and we unite, then people are going to want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
People don't want to be a part of a judgmental culture.
I agree. I think it's it's so true because, I mean, I've talked to people where it's like they've kind of been around a church for a lot of their lives, but here recently, it seems like they're more and more kind of questioning, like, what, not really their own kind of thing, but you know, what's happening to all these Christians around me that I thought I knew, but are now all this stuff's happening, and am I really sure that this is the right thing because of how they're treating other people? Like, should I be a part of this?
Whoa, hold on a minute. Did you just hear this? Listen to me. You're sitting here probably saying, man, amen, you're right, because we got Christians that are sinning. No, wait a minute. He said what? Because of the things that they're doing what? Because of the things they're saying. Not because of their actions. They're not leaving the church because they're wanting to go out and sin, or they're wanting to do all these things. It's because of what? The things that they are saying.
Yeah.
The judgment. The hate. Right?
Right. It's something that needs fixed, and it can only be fixed from God, but our own hubris, I guess, is blinding us, and it seems like it should just be an easy fix, but not everyone can see it, and I think that's kind of the power of what's wrong going on.
Yeah, I don't think that people are leaving the church because they want to be of the world. I think they're leaving the church because the church is becoming the world, and they don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And again, I'm okay with that being controversial because I think it needs to be said.
Yeah.
And we need to get our act together, church. Point blank.
You hear that?
We need to get our butts in gear. We need to get our act together, and we need to
agree.
start moving, and we need to start making things happen the way that Christ intended it to be. And so that is it, man. It's Friday. That was deep for a Friday.
I do want to say at least what we're talking about. That
Please.
I know we're talking about this, but I mean, at least for me, and I believe for you, I mean, we're not perfect. I know we're saying all these things like this is how it should be. This is this. It's like we make mistakes all the time and have our problems and biases and different things that, you know, maybe we don't want. So we're not higher than anybody else. This is just what we believe and what we still need to work on and what everybody needs to work on. And also, I think, not to overshadow, I know we started with the Rosa Parks thing, and I just feel like I should say that we're not saying like being thrown out of a church for wearing pajamas is as bad as what happened.
Gosh, no.
That was just kind of our segue into our topic, but both very important, but definitely not the same.
Yeah.
But I feel like that should kind of be out there so we all know what was happening and not saying we're being treated as equally as bad as that.
No, but hey, I want to give a shout out to Carly. She did an amazing job with that. That was super good. So proud of you. And hey, it's Friday. I want you to go out and celebrate Enjoy yourself. If you're bored tonight, we're going to be at Duke Park in Troy playing some softball.
Yes.
It is such a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see what the Lord has planned for you. So I want you to go out and conquer the weekend. Do something to change somebody's life. And I'm telling you this, sometimes it's just a smile and a hello. Sometimes it's a coffee that you purchase somebody. Sometimes it's just a random high five. Whatever it might be for you, I want you to go out and look at that perspective and say, hey, how can I help in somebody's world today?
Yeah. Because I think it's funny. Yeah. I mean, nothing bad comes from being a good person. Why wouldn't we all want to be a good person?
No. You might go up to somebody that's an introvert that doesn't want anybody to talk to and like, get away from me. But
Yeah.
But
I can guarantee that interaction probably on the receiving end probably still is good.
it was still a good one.
Yeah.
They still left going, that was really nice.
Even
But
though
I didn't
if
want
it
to talk
was
to them.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
it still was very nice of them.
Yeah, change somebody's life today, change somebody's world today. I'm so excited for you, and go out, conquer this weekend, and we can't wait to be back with you on Monday morning with the Morning Momentum, and we have a lot more planned, and so make sure if you're listening to this on podcast, go back, check us out on YouTube, Morning Momentum, and that way you can see the video. It was so good. We're so proud of Carly, and we cannot wait to be back with you on Monday morning.
Make sure you subscribe
Yes, and follow.
because I have a feeling
Haircut.
next week I might be getting my head shaved. So make sure
Absolutely.
you do that and make sure you tell all your friends to do the same.
Hey, and if we hit 300, Ethan will let me do it with a straight blade razor. Just kidding.
I don't know
I
about that
don't
one.
even trust myself with that one.
I'm not sure about that one.
Oh man, what about a barber?
Do you think there will ever be a number we would hit to where we would get matching tattoos?
No.
Fair enough.
Temporary.
Temporary
Henna.
tats. Okay.
All
That's fair.
right.
That's fair.
We'll see you Monday.
See you then.
See you.